Hello, my Facebook, or my YouTube people. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at on the internet. Okay, so it is the day before Christmas Eve. And I obviously have to clean the house for Christmas. Sorry, my mind's been all fucked up. I'm pretty sure major seizures coming on, but I'll get to all that in a bit. Anyway, I obviously have to clean up the house for Christmas, and I deep clean like the fucking a president I respect is coming over. Yeah, I do. But I also have to really deep clean because on Wednesday, the guardian ad litem, yes, the same one that I really did not like the first time that I met her in person, is coming to my house. And it was the weirdest thing. We met her on Thursday for our, consultation, sit down, whatever, before she comes to the house. And, we were, 45 minutes getting there because we had to take the bus because we couldn't bring River with us. And the fucking first bus was 5 minutes late, so we missed it. And it's 30 minutes between buses. And on top of that, the bus was 20 minutes late. So we sat there waiting on the second bus for an hour. We left this house a half an hour early to make sure that if buses were delayed, we'd get there on time. So we were late. Her receptionist did not sound too pleased about that. Tony kept, calling to tell him, we are on our way. Please don't give up our appointment. We are coming. And her receptionist did not sound pleased. So I'm like, all right. We already did not get off on the right foot. On top of that, we're fucking 45 minutes late. This is not looking too good for us. But I got in there, and I looked around her office, and, there's, pride stuff and shit like that. And I'm just and she goes to the con that Tony works at, and, we're sitting there talking, and it's you and I should be on the same side. You support everything that Tony's mother is totally against. Transgender rights, gay rights. His mother is the type of person that believes that transgender people have to be kept out of the bathrooms because they're going to go rape your children. Literally acted like I did not care about my child's safety when we got into it over transgender bathroom rights. Yeah. She's one of those people who thinks that a regular man is going to throw on a dress, beard, and all, and go in and rape your daughter. She's fucking ignorant. But anyway, I brought messages from certain people that we know, talking about how she got her dad for $800, said that she needed it because she was going to go to jail, and didn't pay the guardian ad litem a fucking dime out of that. Well, that did not please her too much. And she had her receptionist call and tell Trudy she wanted her $800 because she knew damn well she got it from her dad. I should probably work while I do this. I just got a new computer. It's the first video I've ever made on it. And I'm going to have to be moving around. I'm sorry about that. But it's a fucking HP. And I've never had an HP before. But I can say with certainty, they are not good at cooling themselves. My Dell might have been a total piece of shit from day one, but at least I never had problems with it overheating. I mean, overall, this is a nicer computer. Of course, it's rent-to-own because we're poor and can't buy a damn thing outright. But we're good about paying our rent-to-own payments. We've already got a washer, a dryer, and 2 TVs. But anyway, Trudy, of course, said that she had no idea what the woman was talking about, and, blah, blah, blah. So she had her receptionist patch her through to her. And I don't know exactly how the conversation went, but I can't imagine it was too pleasant. She realized through doing things like looking through Trudy's Facebook, which, oh my God, I couldn't have got any better than that. I don't think she looked at her wall, but believe me, if you look at Trudy's pictures, it's enough to get a clear understanding of why she's too busy to come see her granddaughter. She's talking about doing a hair follicle drug test, which I'm totally fine with, but I have a feeling Trudy won't be. I'm not sure how far those go back, but regardless of how far they go back, I'm sure she'll test positive for at least 3 things. She's... Oh. Okay, I stole these from my daughter, yes, but they're supposed to be part of my witch decor, which I'm gonna try to not break my neck moving up there. Or maybe the fridge. Oh man, it's sleeping like a motherfucker out there. I hear it. Or no, maybe that's my washer. I was gonna say, it was 7 earlier. How the fuck did we get back to sleep? But anyway, where was I? So, yeah, she realized that everything Trudy had said to her was a bullface fucking lie. She was basically like, I can work with an ugly truth, but don't fucking lie. Which, yo, me, I don't lie about fucking, about any fucking thing. Like, I just, why? Why bother? That's my opinion on it. And again, I don't live a life that I have to lie about. My life is boring as fuck. My life is boring. My Facebook is boring. I will never understand people's thing, non-writers thing, with being obsessed with learning about writers and studying the lives of writers, because I'm of the opinion that unless it's like somebody who had a bad drug problem, bipolar disorder, or whatever, for the most part though, writers are only exciting in our minds. If y'all could see the fucking world in our minds, you'd be blown away. But generally speaking, we do not live exciting lives. Even when there's like drug addiction involved, it always seems to be quite depressing, like self-medicating, not drugs and alcohol for fun type deal. God damn it. He took that off the fucking ring of cups. Now watch this. This is how it starts, and then all my fucking measuring cups this time. But anyway, yeah. So it was actually a very pleasant experience. I don't know what the fuck made us get off on such a wrong foot the first time that we met, but she is not who I thought she was. And I'm really, really glad for that. As long as she is neutral and stays neutral and does only what is best for my daughter, we are good to go. And on top of that, like I said, she seems like somebody I can hang out with. We seem like we're on the same side on a lot of issues. Yeah, so there was that. And then yesterday, I had to go shopping for the rest of the shit for Christmas, the food, and all that shit. I wanted to buy my niece one more present, and I am so fucking flat broke. But that's usually how it goes, right? Like, I couldn't buy my siblings anything. I couldn't, which Dakota's probably not fucking gonna come anyway. I couldn't buy Tony's family anything, and that sucked. Last year, I started in like September, and I went fucking ham, buddy. I spent a fortune. But I don't do it because I'm like obligated to do it. I genuinely love doing it. Like my niece is fucking completely spoiled rotten. She gets presents from like 6 different fucking people and all that. But I have always loved being the person that gets her exactly what she wanted, just because I'm her auntie, you know? And I was bummed that I couldn't get her everything she wanted, but I did get her the main thing that she absolutely was for. And then I give her, right, I tell her the truth. She watches my videos about how Santa goes south first, and then for some reason he always seems to forget a few presents, and on his way back to the North Pole, he drops them off at my house. Yeah, speaking of Santa, River did not get to go see Santa this year because I was so crazy busy with everything else. By the time I had looked up to see, I don't know if any of y'all are from Central Ohio. I hope you can still hear me, by the way, over the water. Sorry about that, but I have to get the dishes. But anyway, I had looked up, you know, Santas around Central Ohio, and I specifically looked up Easton, because it is like the only mall left in Central Ohio. And, you know, my whole childhood, the whole thing was go to Columbus, see the mall Santa. And we also, well, that was my early childhood. Then we ended up just seeing them in Asheville and Circleville. But I was willing to take her down to Circleville because I knew they had their little Santa trailer thing. And by the time I realized there was a Santa in Easton, and I saw it Circleville, it was like too late. This week has been fucking insane. and saying, so my mother, I'm pretty sure, in order to get 2 days to stay at her house, took my grandfather for the weekend to her house, which was the greatest gift she could have given my grandmother. She said she's going to start doing this every weekend. If she does, I'm pretty sure we'll see a big improvement in her health. Now, at first, it's going to be harder on her every Monday when he comes home. But then when she realizes that, yes, she is taking him again, she'll have that to look forward to. And I think she desperately needs the rest, and she desperately needs something to look forward to. I'm not trying to be stupid, I'm just being real. So that was really cool. Grandma had wanted to take me and River down to Circle Hill to see Santa, and we were going to meet up with my brother and my niece. But we were going to do it yesterday, and she's been really sick because of her nerves. And she keeps going through, it's almost identical to what I go through. It is identical to what I go through when my Crohn's flares up super, super bad, and I throw up, and I get very, very sleepy and can't stay awake right before I throw up and all that. That's pretty much what she's doing. But she was like that yesterday, and it was really, really bad the day before that. Yesterday was more like I'm so drained, I have nothing left in me portion of the program. And she said yesterday, no, we'll go ahead and take her. And I'm like, no, you're sick. We're not. You're not going to do that. Like, obviously, you're already pushing yourself too hard. Let's not push even further. And we talked about doing it today, but she was enjoying her rest and her peace so much, I wasn't even going to bring it up. Like, she really wanted to see Santa, but there's always next year, She's still plenty young enough to where there's still quite a bit of time left that will all go by in the blink of an eye. Sorry, I'll start getting all depressive and shit. I'm looking forward to Christmas in a way. I am honestly, this sounds so fucked up. I am looking forward more to the Guardian and Lighting coming 2 days after Christmas than I am Christmas in some ways. I'm just glad that her eyes are open to the fact that Trudy is a fucking sociopathic compulsive liar, which she is, comes along with being a sociopath. And, speaking of sociopaths, I'm reading this book called Confessions of a Sociopath. If you are like me and you have great interest or any interest in sociopaths, you should get it. I have realized it. I've always toyed with the idea that empaths are the balance to sociopaths, and that because the state that our world is in, we are leaning more toward more and more sociopaths being born, because look at the fucking world we live in. It is, I know sociopaths feel like they're set apart from everybody, but the truth is, the world is set up far more to cater to them than to anybody who's empathic. I'm here to tell you. When you can feel the pain of the whole world, you don't sit there and do the shit that a lot of people that are sitting there with all the money and all the power do. But anyway, totally got off track. Yes, I believe she is a total sociopath. And now that I know that the statistics are up to 1 in 4 people, this also hit me while reading it. If you are an empath, it makes sense that sociopaths would be drawn to you. One, because they see that as weakness, which I have yet to have a sociopath actually get one over on me, try as they might. That is not to say I have not allowed myself to be conned by them, which is almost even worse. Because I saw the con the whole time. Where there's certain people that I thought that I could help, even though I knew it was a terrible idea and that I was going to get fucked over. But, yeah, I totally got all off topic again. Sorry about that. But as long as she can see the truth of what she's dealing with here, I am totally cool with her and we have no problems whatsoever. And I am glad that it seems like we're gonna at least be on decent terms. I walked in and she was Not only did she have like the pride stuff up and all that, but she had no shoes on, which is hilarious because I always used to tell people back when I thought I was going to have a career that I was going to be the strength that you walked in and I had no shoes on and I was all kicked back. And that's exactly how she was, and I found that hysterical. But, it was a decent visit, and I really look forward to her coming here. But of course, it makes you very paranoid. You scrub down the walls, and you do everything you can to make your house look as spotless as humanly possible. And then you think about the fact that you live with not one but two human tornadoes, Tony, and I have a lot of work ahead of me. But I just want this shit over. And she was toying with the idea of, suggesting that we do, have Tony go with her and take River once a month as like a compromise or whatever, because she's afraid. Apparently, according to her, even though I read the law, and it said unless you were an unwed mother, she could not file. According to her, marriage has no bearing whatsoever on grandparents' rights. So I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Like, I literally read the exact law, not some article about the law or anything like that. I read the law. So I don't know what to do with that. At any rate, I'm going to change my name this week at some point. So I'll still have to tell the judge I'm married, whether it's useful or not. But, yeah. I was really shocked and surprised by that. I mean, I thought there was a chance that it wouldn't work because we weren't married when the case was filed, but I did not expect her to say that at all. But, like I said, as long as she sees the truth of what she's fucking dealing with, and she sees that I don't lie about shit. I don't have any fucking reason to. Like I told her, you can look on, because the only thing that Trudy had against me, I think I've said this before, was that we have to fight for the drive and life. Yes, we do. And you can look back, and on numerous occasions in YouTube videos, I have talked about things like how I had to wrap all of my fucking furniture in plastic to keep the bed bugs away because I live in a duplex in the south end of Columbus. Oh, speaking of my crazy ass neighborhood, dude, 7 people were shot up the road from me in 2 days. First, these 3 guys were shot, 1 died, or 2 died, 1 died, something like that. And then, when they were having a candlelight vigil for the guy that died, somebody shot up the vigil and ended up shooting a 7-year-old girl in the ankle. She's fine, she lived, but still, how fucked up is that? But I believe they caught the guy, which is good, because, we don't need that shit around here. Usually when people get killed around here, it's drug related, so I always kind of felt that safety net, like, well, I don't buy drugs, so I'm fine. Now, there is always the chance that I'm going to be walking down the street and they're going to aim for somebody to the left of me and not be a very good shot. I have considered that possibility. I don't walk river after dark. If I, like when it's warm or whatever, I want to take a walk after dark, I get by my damn self. Because I have no problem putting myself in mortal danger, but not river. For the love of fuck. Lord God. Yeah, tomorrow, Tony's biological dad is coming over, and his wife, and then tomorrow evening, Tony's brothers are coming over to see River. So, that'll be nice. I gave that child a bath this evening. And about 5 minutes after I brought her down, I didn't even have her completely dressed yet. She snuck her butt cream and ran it through her hair. So it looks like her hair has not been washed in a month. Because that is how my child looks. And the way his dad talks, I think he's going to be here first thing in the morning. So if y'all are friends with me on Facebook, and and you see my kid looking hella stinky, I swear to you God. Oh yeah, and we were drawing with markers, and she marked all the fuck over herself, like, so quickly, I didn't even see it go down. And it was like, what the fuck? Oh, and she had on a white shirt coat thing, so that was I swear to God. Alright, now I'm gonna wash up these fucking counters, and my sponge to do that with, I had to throw away. I only have, what fucking sponge is that? That's reversed, so this will work. Alrighty then. This shit right here, I started using this when I was pregnant, because my friend Cassie told me that I couldn't use, like, the strong chemicals and shit like that I usually use. And, this was the only, like, natural thing Walmart had. This shit will take grease off fucking anything. This shit is a miracle worker. If you do not have it, do yourself a favor and go get it. And it's not that expensive. Y'all know I'm poor. I don't have a damn thing in this house that's that expensive. I am a whole bitch. Oh Lord, sorry, I gotta just sit here for a minute. Trash is over here. Yeah, shit has been crazy busy. Had to go to the doctor on Wednesday. Found out that I have MRSA, which really sucks, but my grandpa has MRSA and I clean up after him. However, she said that the eye infection, remember that? That all of that was part of it. Well, if that's the case, then I've had it since I was 9 months pregnant, because that's the first time the eye infection happened. And now I'm hoping with all of my heart that the reason I've gone downhill so bad this year is not all Crohn's disease and the lesions in my brain, or in my spine. I am sincerely hoping that at least part of that is this, especially since it's an infection, which means that my Crohn's has been really off the hook because of it. Because anytime there's an infection, you know, my body is working to destroy itself in the attempt to destroy the infection. So I'm really hoping. Hold on, guys. I gotta go get my cord. I'm sorry. I will be right back. Alright, kids. Sorry about that. Oh, it's a 3-pronged cord. And that's not always going to be helpful. I am hurrying. Is it in this place? Okay, there we go, kids. Oh yeah, I watched, just by circumstance, actually River clicked it on because I'm subscribed to her, and she always seems to find her videos and Joey Morris's. But I watched Kelly Ann Maddox's video about Christmas and about how she doesn't celebrate it for her own well-being, and she was cleaning too, by the way. And I really liked the way that she put everything, and I feel like the reasons that she has for not celebrating Christmas are very legit. Like, this is not something that she did because, oh, I'm pagan and I'm protesting Christmas or anything like that, which, if that's your groove, that's your groove. But it wasn't anything like that. It was more an issue of self-preservation in a lot of ways. And it got me thinking about, like, why I do celebrate Christmas. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that part. On Yule, I was really sick and felt like hell and fell asleep without doing my ritual. So, I'm gonna try some. And when the gods mock me and tell me to fuck off for 2018, yeah, I tried, man. I am going to try to do my Yule ritual on Christmas. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know, it sounds like fucking insanity. But if you think about it, the people who celebrate Christmas because of their religion and not just because it's like a family holiday, social, whatever, the actual religious aspect of it is not so different from our Yule, right? A son is born, a mother is not a fucking virgin, but close enough. A mother is a mother, right? Right. So I'm thinking that maybe all of that, because let's face it, there are still a hell of a lot more Christians than there are us. I'm thinking that all of that energy put together, I can like add to it direct it toward the goddess and the sun. The sun and the sun. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. And I'll tell y'all how that works out. Because generally speaking, if you experiment with something like that, you know pretty quickly whether or not it's worked or whether or not it was a very bad fucking idea. And when it is a very bad fucking idea, I know a lot of people do divination to handle situations like that. But I don't. I don't. That was not something that was taught to me when I first started out. So I was always like a scientist, trial and error. I know when I get in the circle pretty quickly into it, whether or not what I'm doing is a very fucking bad idea. And I thank everybody for their attendance. And I'm personal, and I'm walking away. Because Mom did raise me. Now, I didn't always have that level of intelligence. Remember, I started this shit at 11 years old. So, there were times I did things, even when I felt with every fiber in my being, it was not the right thing to do. And that was stupid. And I don't do that anymore. Nothing bad or anything like that. Just shit that was not right for my life at that time, and I did it anyway, type thing. But, by the way, the reason I'm singing with you guys is because I don't know what my brother's doing tonight. Usually I talk to him when I clean, but I don't know what he's up to tonight. And talking is like, it makes shit go quicker. And I have so much to do. But I swear, I'll only make you guys do the kitchen with me, and then I will let you go. But oh my god, this video is already 26 minutes long. I fucking rambled again. Okay, so, got me thinking about the reasons why I do celebrate Christmas. As a witch who's been a witch for some time, and who, damn it, Tony, obviously celebrates Yule as my religious winter holiday, if you will. At first, when I first became a witch, my family did not know, except for my mother, that I was a witch. And as a result of that, hang on one second, I'm going to try something out. Oh my god, y'all, I am tripping. This is probably something you guys had like 3 years ago, but I am very behind on technology in many ways. I can pause the fucking video when I want to walk away. I've never had that. Oh my god, I'm so psyched. Anyway, Tony did good on this Christmas present. Yeah, the bitch might overheat, but we'll work with that. Anyway, at first, it was not an option for me to not participate in Christmas. I was 11 years old. My family all did Christmas. Blah, blah, blah. But then like my family, yes, they had the nativity scene, and when I went to church as a kid, I would do things like I was Mary in the church play. It's just hilarious when you think about me. But I loved Mary. Like, Mary, the whole reason I stayed Christian as long as I did was because of my intense love and draw toward Mary. Should have told everybody I was going to be a fucking goddess worshiper. That should have let them know right there. Or a Catholic. But, as I got older and I was in a position more to where I could make the choice, Dakota was still, she was 9 years old when I turned 18, so she was still a kid. And I would have never walked away from Christmas because of her. Because Christmas when I was little didn't mean shit to me. Like, yeah, you got presents, whatever. It was not my thing. Halloween was my thing. But when Dakota was growing up, I was not mentally a kid at any time as a child. But I finally got to see Christmas through a child's eyes, through her excitement and her belief and all this stuff I did not personally have as a child, and I fucking loved it. Like, there is nothing quite like spending the month of December with a child who has Christmas. It's, like, incredible. And the smaller they are, the better it is. And then once I got a taste of that, it's like, well, the lights are really pretty. Well, I have always liked these songs. So, and when it came to decorating, I'll show y'all later. Like, I incorporate I only sit out shit that will work for Yule and Christmas. Like, I have 2 pieces of the nativity scene set out. And that is Mary and the baby, or the goddess and the god. You know, it works both ways. Tony is not religiously Christian, but he's not religiously anything, and he does celebrate Christmas. So, you know, but mostly my shit is, you know, Santa Claus is, which is pagan, and Christians have borrowed him, and so, you know, we share that. And snowmen, who, as far as I know, are completely religiously neutral. And if you do that in like a blended household or whatever, it's not as stressful for you, and you don't feel so outside of the group when it comes to that. I used to do that when I lived at my grandma's house, and she didn't even realize that I was only sending out shit that worked for both of us. So that was cool. But, you know, I personally keep a star on the top of the tree instead of an angel, which I love angels, but it's just kind of like, for me, a bit of a religious statement. Stars, again, the wise men saw one in the story that they made up later about Jesus' birth. And, and stars are obviously very important to us. So, you know, it's really in how you look at it. But if you are in a position to where you don't want to have anything to do with Christmas, and you find that there is nothing about it that appeals to you, then yes, absolutely, cut it out of your life. Like, you can't put all that stress on yourself for somebody else. I do it because I love it. I love seeing the looks on kids' face when they open up a present they believe came from something as wonderful and jolly and amazing as Santa, who I do see as the spirit of the season. And dear Virginia is my shit, alright? When you look at him like that, of course you could believe in Santa for the rest of your life. But yeah, I celebrate it entirely because I enjoy it. I do not get into the Christ is the reason for the season, or the goddammit you stole the whole season from us thing. I don't want to be a part of any of that. I do not believe in tainting something that could be very positive energy for everybody to use. I don't want to turn that into negativity. There is enough fucking negativity in this world. We need to shower the world with light where we can. And this is a chance where if we play our cards right, we can. So, I've been babbling on for almost 35 minutes. So I'm going to let y'all go. And Merry Christmas and Blessed Yule belated to those who celebrate. And Happy Hanukkah. I know I missed that one too. And do you say Happy Kwanzaa? I'm not trying to sound ignorant. I really don't know anything about Kwanzaa. But enjoy your Kwanzaa. And let's hope that 2018 is a much better motherfucking year than this one has been. I love you all.